All right. It says I'm live. I'm trying again. I booted up StreamYard. So I need for you guys to tell me if you can hear me and you can see me. Okay. All right, Joy Rice. Becca, tell me you can hear me and you can see me. Okay. All right, good. You guys, right before I left for New Orleans, they rewired my whole house out to the, okay, good, thanks, Becca, out to the outside pole. So I'm not sure now what's happening. So hopefully this will hold and we'll just stay here. And I'm sick. I posted on the community page that I'm sick. I was sick before I left and I got better from my trip and then I got it again. Okay, so I missed you guys too. And I tried to go on earlier and it got messed up, but I'm grateful to be with you now. And I've got lots of questions here. And it isn't at my normal time because we're going to have a little tough weather. Okay. All right. So hopefully it will hold. And I just wanted to let everyone know that Libby from Meister Terrell will be on my channel. I think it's going to be Monday, and I think it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. All right. So much has happened. So much has happened. So we have a lot to go through. And I think I want to start with Trump's health because he has gone to Walter Reed now. They said it was going to be his annual physical, which was the annual physical was actually in April. So now they're saying it's his semi-annual physical. And it's like, and he wants to go. And then he has to go to Walter Reed for that. He doesn't have to go to Walter Reed for that. All right. So let's just take a look at his health. I'll just have to hold up the cards until I figure this out. All right, guides and angels. Let's give a ring on the bell. Because we're back in session. All right. Thanks so much for hanging in there with me, you guys. Let's look at Trump's health. I'm going to ask, he's going to Walter Reed today, and I'm just going to ask, how is his health now? Down to Trump's health right now. How is he doing? Down to Trump's health right now, going to Walter Reed. Okay. And I just wanted to say that I'm glad Becca's here because in her last grand tableau, she saw a lot of storms, and there have been many storms. There just been, a little bit all over the place when it was around the time for Trump to go down. And we saw, so she saw that, and we saw, that there was that big hurricane that just is just now taking the turn. What a relief. So that is happening. And many people that I talk to, are saying that they feel like we're almost there. Like there's just so many things going on. He just gave Qatar a base in Idaho, I think, and now Looney Loomer and the rest of MAGA is losing it. Qataris a base in Idaho. Okay, so he's lost his mind. So hopefully they're just gonna, they're just gonna take him out. Okay, so his health continues with the problems with his cankles. Hi, Lisa Foster. Okay, so the hangman is usually always from the waist down for me. So he's having circulatory issues, but we already knew that. I do have a cold. How about my health? Good Lord, I got every crystal on you can think of. All right. Okay. Now he's having a procedure. He's either having the procedure right now or he's being scheduled to have this coming up very, very soon, because this is in the 6th place of the Celtic cross. And the star card is on its side. So he does not have the balance that he needs. So he's losing balance. Has anyone filmed him walking anywhere recently? Okay, so another balance card is off, another sword. He's either having the procedure now or it's up and coming. Now, he has the 3 of wands up at the top here, so something helps him out, but some procedure helps him out, but he isn't getting good news. So that isn't good for him, of course. And other people in charge of finances and things like that are just they're freaking out, and they're just saying he's losing his mind, and I think they just want him out of there. And then we come back to the card of the day today, the way of positive change. Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. You can always find us there. Even when I was sick, I managed to pull that off. That was pretty amazing. All right, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's having a procedure, because like, just for instance, when you're reading for yourself and this came up for me, I had an emergency appendectomy. So I don't think this is an emergency. I think this was planned. Why else would you go to the doctor on a Friday? Which, please don't ever do that. You always want to schedule it's best to schedule after working in a hospital for years and years and years. It's best to schedule like on Tuesdays, and then if you have a problem the rest of the week, you can be taken care of. But you don't schedule a major thing or, and then go through the weekend, because your chances of getting that same physician is like nil. Somebody else whoever's low on the totem pole is going to be on call. And but he would do it because he won't have that problem, and that would allow him to recover. All right, but the 3 of wands means that he can go on, but his balance isn't as good, and he's getting bad news. All right, so now let's take a look and see the rest of October. How is Trump's health for the rest of October? Yeah, he's getting bad news. And he will feel, the words I'm hearing are dejected, because people are going against him. So how is Trump's health for the rest of October? And we're going to read about Russell Vought. Hi, Nanette. Okay, so he's taking on water. He's taking on fluids. And he isn't moving the way he's supposed to. He's supposed to exercise, and he just stands there and says, why, why should I exercise? He won't look at it, and he wants control, and he wants things the way they are. Currently, big changes and another big decision. So, and this is in the month of October. And then I've been getting this for him every time I read on him that he has multi-system failures. So this is my whack-a-mole card. You get one thing in control, and then the other thing pops up. He's concerned. Okay, so the Six of Swords means that this is, I think Becca calls it back to the mud. I don't think we could probably go that far, but this doesn't work the way he hopes that it would work. Okay, so he's getting news that he doesn't like. He has some more choices to make. He's going to have a procedure. He's going to have a major procedure, I believe, and I just don't think there's any way around it for him. So that's that. All right, and then I just wanted to look at November. You guys, I took gobs of medicine to be here. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, Trump's health. Month of November 2025. Month of November 2025. So he doesn't pay attention, doesn't follow rules. And that knocks off the power of whatever type of treatment or device that they're wanting to give to him. His blood work is off. He's doing too much of something. I think this is J.D. Vance coming in. This isn't going well. Because he just wants to continue doing, he thinks that whatever they're going to do for him will allow him to continue living his life the way that he wants to. And they give him a new medicine with hopes, that he can, but it just isn't, working out. His whole life is changing. So November is, now, when I was reading on him before I left and went to New Orleans, I didn't really see that it was going to be his health that actually takes him out. But this will remove him from being in charge, because they're going to have to do something else. And here's the other people talking about it. Victory is on its side. It means we can't make it happen. He can't get it there. Now, I want to, I'm so concerned about the federal workers. If I've read for you and you kept your federal job, which most of you have, can you just let me know that you guys are okay? Okay. All right. I just would like to know. And then, yeah, so on the bottom of the deck, he's just not doing well at all. He's getting very bad news. All right. So I want to know then, well, let's just go ahead and take a look at I'm going to take a look at Hamas, the ceasefire. There is nothing within me that believes that that Trump isn't going to do his oceanfront Riviera in Gaza. He definitely is going to do that. I've always read and seen that he was going to do that. And then Kushner, who's been developing properties all over and in the Balkan Islands, all of a sudden goes up there. They're just, and the IDF, if you look at the map that they posted the other day, the IDF is only guarding the oceanfront area. It's that sliver. Look at the map that they posted yesterday. Craziness. And now we're sending troops there. So I'm going to ask about that too. All things he said he wouldn't do. But let's first take a look at the federal workers. The federal workers of the United States. Russell Vought is saying, oh, the RIF, the reduction in forces is happening. A lot of them are Republican. All right. Okay, the federal workers. Okay, don't be, who am I to say, please don't be worried. You are worried. And you feel stuck and you feel like what's coming next. You're going to be taken care of. I'm not quite sure exactly how, but it's important that you know that only good lies before you. You have to keep your head up. And you must believe there are going to be federal workers that are losing their jobs. This is really difficult. And then I believe that someone is going to put a stop to that. Okay, so I feel like it'll be make it or break it, and they break it, and then things get fixed. So okay. So can you guys let me know that you can still hear me and see me okay? Okay. Okay, thanks, Becca. All right, so will federal workers be taken care of then? Federal workers be taken care of? Will this all get fixed? Okay, thank you guys. Will the federal workers be saved and will this get fixed? How many enemies can a person? How many? My goodness, this is going to be really bad. And then the truth of that rooftop thing is going to come out. That is going to come in. We're going to get the truth of the election results and the truth of the rooftop thing. And even my somewhat MAGA son is saying the CK thing is really bad. That there's all kinds of theories about what happened there. So right now, they're saying more people will need to get together to make a plan on how to resolve this issue. But they will resolve it. Okay, then the death card is here. So there could be payouts and agreements made. And then again, my death card is make it or break it. So something ends and then begins again. And then you get to go back to work. Okay, so this is good. The jobs, some of the jobs themselves will change, but with these up at the top, I feel very confident for you. Okay. All right. Someone wants me to look at the No Kings protests, and that's the 18th, right? That's before I leave for Denver. I mean, I'm sure that's going to be okay, but let's see. All right. I'll look at that more towards the end. All right. Let's look at the future for Russ Vought. Dirtbag, OMB director. What's happening with him? What does his future look like? He will not be able to proceed with some of his plans. Okay, so he doesn't he gets stopped. And again, there's going to be a very powerful female that pulls a power play. I'm not sure. There's two females here, two queens. It's always the queens. Ace of Cups. His job title will change, and he ends up in just a big fat fight. So he's going to have giant problems. His plans will be thwarted. He tries to come up with a new idea, new offer, but all in all, he ends up in a big fight, and his plans are thwarted. He just wants to, well, so I'm just repeating myself. So he can't get where he wants to get. So keep your eye on him. Now, for some reason, Fani Willis keeps coming in my mind. So I just want to know, way back when we asked about her, we saw that, she would be coming out of the woodwork with something. Now, I don't know if she hands information off to someone else. I don't know if she must. Fani Willis, future. She was the district attorney for Fulton County, Georgia, and had that whole RICO case ripped away from her. Fani Willis. And we saw that Charlie Kirk was going to, I read on him so many times. Thank you. So many people reached out to me that he would be separated from that Turning Point Church that he brought forth, that he operated, and then that the church itself was not going to do very well. So without him, I mean, they would still exist. Okay, so this has been so hard for Fani Willis. She lost faith. It's just she turned away, but there's a lot of people supporting her. She is going to keep your eye on her. We're going to hear about something. She's got some reporting. She has documents. She's working with other people. And she is going to bring this forward. She is going to come out of this. Don't ask me how, but she is going to come out on top of this. She's working with other females, and this is her outcome card. So she is, I'm just getting chills so big. So just hold on to, send prayers her way and send healing energy, because she's going to come out swinging. All right. So I always try to read on whoever pops in my mind. The other thing I was wondering about was Katie Johnson, who had filed a lawsuit against Trump as Jane Doe for an incident that starts with an R that happened in 1994 when she was 13. So I want to know, last time I read on her, I received the cards and information that there would be more information coming out from her. She going to come forward? Will there be more information coming out about her? She was sick here for a while. Not sure what happened there. So she and Fani Willis are getting the same cards. There is either a new lawsuit, or she will speak at a specific event. She may file more papers at a specific building. She will have technically a things will come around for her, full circle for her. She was afraid, and I don't think she's afraid anymore. If she isn't in good health, someone will present this for her. And I'm saying that because the first part of her Celtic cross has the Four of Swords on its side. Okay. But we will get more information about this, her case, and what happened. All right. Now, what is going on with this Qatari base? What is this about? Where did you guys hear this? Now, I know Becca mentioned it. So there has to be some validity to this. Now, I didn't hear this yet so far today. So what is happening with, how does this go? Qatari base in Idaho. How does this go? There's very mixed reactions about this. Okay. Okay. This is I don't like this at all. This is the false knight on its side. This is bad. This is, what was that? The false knight. The Trojan horse. This isn't good. This is all about money. It's all about money. It's all about money. This they're going to try to push this. They're just going to try to push this forward. So let's see if they'll be successful with keeping that. What the? Will Qatar be successful in keeping that base in Idaho? That has got to send alarm bells off. For even, well, some of you said that Laura Loomer was losing her mind. This was about a flow of money. Just like everything else with Trump, nothing is solid. Okay? There isn't a matter of fact guarantee, a commitment. I don't know what they're going to help them with something, but there's dishonesty. And then it'll either be moved, rearranged, or changed. So that's that. Moved, rearranged, or changed. There is no long-term commitment that's signed. Okay. Now, will the ceasefire in Gaza, the current ceasefire in Gaza, will it hold? Excuse me. Will it hold? The current ceasefire in Gaza, will it hold? Ceasefire in Gaza. That's very true, Brenda, about Qatar and Hamas. So that's just not good. It isn't good news. Okay, the ceasefire in Gaza. Someone's not giving up. Someone will not surrender. Okay, so there's decisions here. It's fraught with difficulty. Military, more concern. No one's happy with the whole deal. Okay, so I'm just not seeing this as being successful. They can't agree. They're not happy with the offerings. And so I'm just not seeing that as being victorious. Hopefully we can get the hostages hopefully they will get the hostages. All right. And we sent 200 Trumps, excuse me. We sent 200, God, wouldn't that be awful? We sent 200 troops to Gaza to oversee the Gaza ceasefire. So how does that go? That can't. Over 200 troops to Gaza to oversee the Gaza ceasefire. How will that go? People are very unhappy with that decision. Excuse me. And I don't think that will be stable. whatever they're being, whatever they're being sent for is not true. Like there's secrets there. This is hard for them, but they're okay. People are still being herded. And this could cause some accidents. So I don't like this. I just don't like this. I don't like one stinking thing about this from the get-go. Who can trust any of the people that are involved in this? Oh my God. So are they, so all right. Are they gonna be, will they be coming back then? Will the 200 troops sent to Gaza, will they come back? Or something, that whole thing is fraught with difficulty, just completely. I don't think they're even going to completely all get there. Oh boy, these, look at this mess. You know, and there are top generals and decision makers that are very angry about this. There are some that will have to stay. There's a false sense of responsibility. Some feel compelled to help, but at least they're going to be okay. I just feel like there's going to be accidents. I'm concerned about that. Okay, so is it keeping in that same vein? Then will Trump go ahead with Kushner and Netanyahu to build the Gaza oceanfront Riviera? Okay. Gaza oceanfront Riviera. He doesn't do anything unless there's money or glory for him or recognition. So he didn't get the ceasefire. I just read on that, Miriam. Thank you for the question. All right, the IDF is guarding that oceanfront property. Will Trump go ahead? Will Netanyahu, Trump, and Kushner go ahead and build that Gaza oceanfront Riviera? And I don't know why, but I just heard Caesar's Palace. So I don't know if it's going to look like that, if the building's going to look like that, or I think that is a gambling place, or are there shows there? You guys will have to tell me. Oh, they have their eye on the price. Nothing he says is true. It's just blowing smoke and sunshine. That's definitely what he wants. But there are people associated with Trump that want it even more than him because they know Trump's not going to be around. They're pushing it through. Listen, I think there's been plans already drawn. These are things that are on paper. We're going to see. There's a report, I think, there's a report that comes out that we see. We're going to hear about it. So Will they be successful? Will Trump, Kushner, and Netanyahu be successful turning that into the waterfront Gaza Riviera? Will they be successful with that? He's going to go after Greenland too. He absolutely will go after Greenland. He absolutely 100% without a doubt. Okay, so at first, these plans come out, and then there's just a boatload of opposition, and then it's on rocky ground, judgment. Plans will change, but they will get people in there that will go along with them. So it's going to be really tough, but I think it ends up going that way. But I don't think it's at the time frame they originally sought. I think it takes a lot longer, and they have to get other people on board, and this is patience and persistence. So they're just going to have to get more people to sign up for this, and there will be heartbreak for people. Okay. All right. Remember to keep sending prayers for everyone. All right. Let's see. All right. So let's take a look at No King's Day, October 18th. I believe that's a Saturday. How will that go in the United States? No King's Protest Day, October 18th. First card out. It's 9 of Cups. I also want to take a look at Kamala Harris. There's going to be some opposition. There's going to be some problems. Okay, well, I'm just saying no King's Protest Day, whatever day it is. I'm pretty sure the 18th is a Saturday because I'm babysitting on it. They're going to try to crack down on people. They want control. There will be others there to try to make control because I've got the Four of Pentacles here. But I'm not, I don't get the Tower card or anything like that. There needs to be better organization. The people at the top, they may be held. So organizers, and the reason I'm saying that is because I've got the Nine of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So it could be a couple of people at the top that end up being held. So there's one man in particular that's trying to go after them, probably Miller. Such a worm. He is such a worm. I mean, it's just even an insult to a worm. Okay. right. So, but most protesters like you and I will be okay. Protesters, will you and I be okay? God, at least there'll be better weather, I'm sure, by then. It's just been so hot. We're getting some relief this weekend, though, so that's good. Because there will be police. They're trying to do the control. There will be some people that get in trouble. But for the most part, I think we're okay here. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles. Some people might be sad and not turn out. This is sort of a mixed bag. Now, it looks like we're okay. And there's some areas here that do better than others, of course. Then the end card is the Five of Cups. Okay, so what happens? Let's do one more spread. So what causes the regret or the problem? What causes the Five of Cups on No King's Protest Day? Thank you, Raymond. I saw that just down the block from me. Oh, thanks, Miss Jeanette. That's very kind of you. Oh, I missed someone else. Thank you so much. Miller can't even look like, well, Rick Scott is Voldemort, but Miller's, man, let's take a look at him too. All right, and then someone wanted me to look at G. Okay, so they're just going to try to upset the apple cart with fear. The upper establishment or the government, or they're just trying to crack down and make fear. And it's because they don't want to see who all turns out. So I feel okay with this up at the top. If you know you have a crazy sheriff, that might not be the town you want to. You might not want to protest in that town. But this is mostly, I believe, about fear. Okay. I absolutely love what they're doing in Oregon, in my beloved Chicago. Just I know Chicago's having troubles in some area, but this is just what they're doing. It's just terrible. All right, so let's take a look at President Xi Jinping from China. Is he ill? Is Xi Jinping ill? Oh, thanks, me, myself, and I. That's very kind of you. All right. His get up and go is sort of got up and went. So I'm not sure, I think he was doing okay, but with the judgment on its side. He can't. He's just not feeling it. They try to bring him outside. His wife is trying to help him as much as possible. So he has very supportive people around him. He did just have a procedure. Oh, I don't think he's doing so great. Gets something that gives him a boost. And then he gets the same card that Trump gets. So I don't feel like I feel like they're both having changes in their health that is unavoidable, and they won't be able to. Trump definitely, his mobility is a big issue. He just, yeah. So they're both having changes in their health that can't be fixed. Okay. All right, let's see here. Now let's look at what I can't even, usually I can come up with a nickname for evil people like Voldemort or Skeletor. Rick Scott is, he's Skeletor too. And he deserves both names, not just one. But I just can't even, all I can think of is worm when I look at Stephen Miller. He's just he's a worm wannabe. So bad. Chinese podcaster says that he's something's changing with him. He had a procedure, something's changing with him. He's not, he won't be able to do the same things. His health trajectory has changed and taken a turn. Okay. Now let's look at Stephen Miller. He does sort of look alien. Okay. He's just, he's broken. Miller, what does his future look like? Clear. Stephen Miller's future. He's just trying to wreak havoc and come up with every sort of thing he can. But something that he's working on it will not go through. So this is really good. He's had his day in the sun. He gets hung up. Some of the things that he is doing isn't seen by others. So he's deceptive even to the people that he's working with, and he isn't telling people things that he's working on. So and he isn't alone in this, but he does have secrets. He's going to step in his own he will step in his own trap. Okay? He gets confused. And then he gets stopped. So this is very good. He won't be able to, he's still, on the slide doing things, but he gets stopped. Okay, so someone just says, you can't go any further. and you're done. And we're overruling what you're trying to do. And that would equal then this 8 of Pentacles on its side. All right, so I want to take a look at Kamala Harris. So Stephen Miller will be stopped, so that's really great news. Okay. You know, and in class we looked at one Sunday we did readings on Oregon and Chicago. We did both of those cities, and we felt that both of them, Chicago would have a more difficult time, but that Oregon would get out of their problem. And remember, you know, when this all started, it would look like there was going to be problems for Portland, and then for Chicago, and then Trump backed off. So that part came true, and then they came back in. All right. All right, Kamala Harris. Is she going to step into the limelight now more? Will she become more active? Something big coming from her. Excuse me. There's parts of her that just wants to do what she wants to do. I don't want to go into a big coughing thing. Okay. She was laying low. All right, she's got a lot of good ideas. There's a brand new opening for her. I think there's more evidence coming that she won. I think it's coming very soon. There's a lot more speculation coming very, very quickly. I mean, really quickly, because the 8 of Wands and the Page of Swords are 2 of the most quick cards there are, right? For timing purposes. She will be met with an offer. All right, let's see. Could you even imagine, you know, and then what we got beforehand was that, you know, Trump just makes a disaster out of everything. Who would even want that? It will at least be calming and loving and reassuring for her that she'll know, you know, that we were with her. All right, so let's just take a look and see if we go. Let's look at, are you and I going to get information about false election numbers concerning Harris and the swing states and the popular vote soon? Are we on the precipice of getting that information? We have to be so close. We have to be so close. We just have to hang in there. Okay, first card out. And she is a Libra. What's her birthday? When is her birthday, you guys? Okay, boy, it doesn't all come. It's gonna trickle. The hangman is right there. And there's information coming, so. All right, but people are working on that. People are working on it, you guys. Oh, thank you, Summer. 1020. Okay. There are some people that just don't want to open this can of worms. They just don't want to open it. But I think they're going to be forced to open it. I think we're closer, but we can't give up. When do we get it? 6 and 8. When do we get it? When? I think Becca and Johnny and Lena and Jen Lynn and Ona were all asking at the end of their Petty Boots last Sunday. When? When are we getting that information that she actually won? When are they just going to come right out with it? When do we get it? Wonder why there are people still even that were involved with Biden that just don't want, they're afraid to open that can of worms. I'm not sure why that is. Just that I mean, because it could just be anarchy, or what is the problem? Well, we know he's only doing a year, so it's either because we went past my year date on August 16th, so it has to be that a year from the day that he's sworn in, or the year that he won the election. So it has to be one of those. Something trickles out, then they squish it, and then just as fast it turns around. So it goes, we get information, and then down, and then back up again. I've got a 6 and an 8, so it's at least a month. We gotta be getting closer. I don't think it's longer than a month because we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. I think these Ace of Pentacles are things that are written, things that are tangible items, things that can be touched, felt, seen. So we are going to get it. I don't. Okay, so so let's just then ask, is Trump taken out of office soon? You just have to understand that there's just so much chaos going on that we need to stay very grounded. He is not doing well. When is Trump taken out of office? Okay. All right, I got a 4. 4 of Cups. Now, this was the outcome card that we got, so it's very important to link result cards together, right? So this is the outcome card that we got for the ceasefire in Gaza. And of course, you know, we want everyone to be okay, but I mean, we want everyone associated with that, the Palestinians, the Gazans, the IDF, Israel, and we just want Hamas to go away, but that's not. So when this breaks, when that breaks, we're getting closer. Okay. Okay, another 6 here. All right, so I'm getting some sort of holiday or celebratory time. And because we have pumpkins here, you know, and fall harvest, fall celebrations, that could be very telling because Halloween has pumpkins. And we'll see the first sign of cracks. And then it's just a slow marching to the problems for him. And then the Lover's card, which is another 6. So I have 2 6s at the top. Where does that place us? November? Yeah. Oh, so where are we? We're at the 10th. Yeah, and pumpkins are for Thanksgiving too, right? So let me just ask then how this happens. Like what causes this? People will work together to there will be, so the word I'm hearing is coalescence. People will come together. And that doesn't mean that it's Democrats and Democrats. It's people that want, that could be, you know, people that guard things, you know, safety regulations, people that want everyone to be safe and calm and normal, people that safeguard things. That can be financial institutions as well. But you can band together with other people for a common cause. Okay. You know, and this can be an unlikely alliance. Okay. All right, so what causes this? Because that whole thing, I think, falls apart. Reaction, action. Whatever happens, Stephen Miller gets stopped. So that is great news, right? Foolishness, lack of planning, a disaster that happens for, you know, like when you don't look before you cross the street. It's just, you know, like wrecking something and not having a plan. So that could be the Affordable Care Act, right? Wrecking the federal government jobs. And then saying, oops, it just goes over the top. And then there's chaos. And then he has the systemic health issues. But this is meeting up with opposition. He is just making too many problems. And people will want to help. Corporations will want to help. Because they can't, the greedy corporations cannot they can't succeed if people are not purchasing their products, right? So they lend a hand. There will be either even church people that gather together to help make this stop. This is the secret revealed. Thank you, Miss Lori, for the chicken noodle soup. This is a secret that's revealed. This is a handshake, a deal, a dirty deal, a bad thing, a secret reveals, and that he just steps in his own, you know what. So I really think that this is unfolding. I feel that we are more close than what we know. Perhaps not so much about Harris, but for this, for them to just step into their own booby trap. That's what I think is happening here. And so the secrets come out. They just self-destruct. Right? Okay. All right. Let's do a quick reading for you and I. What do our guides and angels want us to know for this weekend? We always saw him going to Dubai or something. So, but let's see. What do our guides and angels want us to know most? He's messing with too many people's, he's making too many enemies, and he's messing with too many people's lives and livelihoods, their income, their health, their insurance. Oh, thank you, Joe. That's very kind of you. All right. Okay, move forward with the understanding that you are balanced and everything's going to be okay. Dress for success. You have what it takes to move forward. This is really good. So first card out is Chariot, and the Emperor is not going to get in our way. This is really, really, really important because this Emperor just goes down, right? And so we have success. We have it. We work together, and we have alliances from our past, and our angels and our ancestors are helping us. Our prayers, so this is important, our prayers have been heard. This is important. Prayers work. Okay. We fight, but we know when to fight. We know when to rest. We know when to watch good movies and to take very good care of ourselves. But try not to hold too much resentment because that isn't good for your health, right? Just know that we're getting closer. That's the most important thing for us to know, right? There are going to be all kinds of festivals this weekend. So they really want us to get out and have a party. They want us to dance together. This is historically said to be a great homecoming. Festivals, dancing, music, get out. Something icky happens to Putin. That's very good news for us. We have to have patience and perseverance. It will seem like forever, but we are making progress. There are other world leaders, religious leaders, even the Pope that are working together to help us. And we just have to hang in there. So this is really, really great. And watch for what happens with the soldiers and the guard. Watch what happens in Chicago and Portland. I didn't ask about each city individually, but just watch what happens there. But this, I think it's very important that we keep the faith, first of all. But these two cards are patience and perseverance sees us through. So our guides and angels want us to know that we're in it to win it, and we're going to be okay. And the wheels of justice move very slowly, but you must hold on and hang in there together. This is very important, and we are going to be okay. All right. And so there's just no other, I just love this. I love this. It's so good. So it is keep your head up. We're going to be okay. Okay, we just like any good soldier, we soldier on. We get through it. We will have victory after adversity, and it's good. It's really good. So I'm very happy that we looked at that. Thank you for holding on and hanging in there with me. Patience and perseverance sees you through. Stay grounded. Things go cuckoo, but we're staying grounded. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for the super chats. Thanks for coming back on with me. I don't know why StreamYard allowed me to go. I'm not quite sure exactly what's happening with the internet. I may have to use StreamYard for a while until we get everything under control. And I'm very thankful for the people that make the medicine that I just took to get here. All right, you guys. Take care of your health. My goodness gracious. Okay. Much love to you. Take care. And I will see you soon. All right. And Monday night, Libby from Maestro will be on with me at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And that will also be on StreamYard. So we should be okay. All right. Take care. It was so good to see you. Thank you.